Excellent inward 2.5 pike there from Jordan. We're going to see a lot of these other gentlemen do an inward 3.5 somersault tuck tonight. So with this lower degree of difficulty, you have to execute it perfectly, which Jordan showcases right there. You're going to see a lot of divers add a flip to that tonight, but Jordan does exactly what he needs to do to maximize the execution of that gainer 2.5 somersault tuck. Kicks out of it really nice and early, stays a little bit piked in that textbook press out to be able to drop that in for a clean up. Jordan with another upgrade here. I believe he only did a forward 3.5 somersaults tuck pike in the prelim, really adding to his degree of difficulty here. And that right there is how you contend for a Big Ten championship. Just putting the rip entry there on the highest degree of difficulty dive that we've seen all evening so far. Does a great job getting into that nice tight tuck. Super fast coming off the board, which gives him plenty of time to put on that rip entry. Slides him. The most intricate dive we've seen of the night there from Jordan is he needed an incredible 96 points to take the lead and comes in just shy of nabbing that title away from Wutong. Showcases his international experience and talent there as he's able to navigate those 2.5 flips.
In third place with 422.55 from Purdue, Jordan Repka. In second place with 424.75.
Another rip entry there as he gets his final started off on the right foot as well. You're going to see a lot of really good dives in this first round. Divers like to start their list with a dive that they're comfortable with. So you're going to see a lot of dives from the front, inward, and twisting category. Vertical there, though, to still hit that 60-point mark despite the high degree of difficulty. Beautiful entry there on that front 3.5 pike from Tyler. Needed to squeeze slightly tighter going through the water to make even less splashes he's able to get through. And needed to open up with his hips as well going through the water. You want to see a full 100-degree angle. With a lower degree of difficulty list compared to the rest of this build, Caden is doing excellent to hone in on his execution of his dives. Kicks out really nice and early on that front 3.5 tuck. Does what we call a pike out, extending those legs all the way straight as he finishes. Caden finally giving us that rip entry we've been looking for in a back 2.5 somersaults pike as he times the kick out of that perfectly. You see him look for his visual cues there right as his feet pass the board. Kicks out, stays nice and tight through the water, and is the closest. Connect with that same dive, but with one last twist, making it far easier to rip as he does right there. Is able to squeeze nice and tight through his shoulders, through his hips, through his core, not just in the air, but all the way through the water to get those 7s and 7.5s. Even though it had lower degree of difficulty, he's able to score higher because of that execution. Another rip entry on a front 2.5 pike from a Purdue freshman. Ripping is something that that entire team excels at. Just really good job jumping nice and high, coming off the board, getting in and out of that. Zach needed a big effort to put the pressure on his teammate there for the lead in this consolation final, and is going to do so with that entry on his double out. Gets through the water nice and clean, gets flat on the water, giving him a nice hole to swim through, and the judges really, really liked that one. 70 points is going to do really well for you in a final round. Same dive there from fellow freshman Tyler, who does it just as well as Zach before him. Sitting a little too far away from the medals. from that top spot headed into this round to really put the heat on, but a great end to his final and an improvement from his prelims list this afternoon all night, and he's going to hope for that to help right here as well. And he did everything he could do. That was a beautiful ride on the board, beautiful positions in the air, and beautiful going through the water. But with only 3.0 degree of difficulty, it's going to be hard to break into that 70-point barrier we saw from his teammates ahead of him. And unfortunately,